Hey guys, so today we are going to be breaking down Legends Limited God Goku coming for part 2 of the 6th anniversary. We don't have full kits for Beerus and the 1% Sparking Evil Boo, but I'm going to be doing this video. I'm going to be doing the Legends Limited Ultimate Gohan video next. And then what I'm going to do for the third video is I'll do a combined Evil Boo plus Beerus breakdown where I'm going to look at the reveal video and see what kind of mechanics we're working with for them, but we're not going to get the full breakdowns of these guys until we get the actual kits in game tomorrow. So that's the plan for the rest of the day here. Let's start with God Goku. This is definitely, I think, the character people are more excited for as opposed to Gohan. So let's see what we have going on. Legends Limited Super Saiyan God Goku joins the fight, ready to unleash explosive power once the unique gauge is full. All right, the strengths. 1, explosive power when unique gauge is full. Land a strike or a blast arts when the unique gauge is full to nullify unfavorable element factors and your opponent's key reduction effects. Okay. That's not all, because you'll get a huge boost to damage and increase to card draw speed, meaning you'll be able to string together some fierce combos. Number 2, nullifies, paralyze, feint, etc. It will only occur once, but get a buff that nullifies the normal conditions upon entering the battlefield, which is very reminiscent of the original God Goku that dropped, which I guess is the reason why they're doing this. Attribute downgrades under normal conditions will also be nullified after you fill up the unique gauge, so Goku is strong against paralyze and feint. Number 3, tons of key and vanishing gauge recovery. Goku will have plus 100% to key recovery from the start of battle, and every time you use a strike or blast arts, you'll restore the vanishing gauge by 10%. The special arts can even restore the vanishing gauge by 60%, so keep your combo going to prepare your defenses. Number 4, easy to use wide range special arts. With Goku's wide range special arts, you'll recover health, restore ki, and boost damage on activation. Everyone's favorite, AoE green cards. On hit, you'll nullify the enemy's special cover changes and even draw a card if you have 3 or fewer. This arts can give you the opportunity to start a combo. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's very excited here. Goku has plenty of other powerful abilities, including an endurance effect. This character is guaranteed to be a powerful force in sagas from the movies or God Key parties. Experience exciting high-speed battles with the Saiyan who reach the realm of gods. Legends Limited Super Saiyan God Goku. Okay, so he's green. Green Sun family. Well, unfortunately, you've got quite a character to contend with here if you're a Green Sun family character, so we'll see. Sun Family, Saiyan, God Key, Super Saiyan God sagas from the movies. Let me just quickly check. They probably give the typing of that he is in here. Let's see if they tell us. He is... This is the wrong page. I gotta go to page 1. Melee type. Okay, so he's a melee type character. Got it. Okay, I would say that Sun Family right now is definitely ranged, more heavily ranged type. I mean, Ultra UI Goku, Ultra UI Goku and Ultra Gohan both are ranged. Obviously, the fusing Vegito and Gogeta are both melee type. So I guess yeah, you can make it work either way. I guess what they're trying to do is establish a ranged and melee version of Sun Family, I guess, because there's just so many Sun Family characters you can kind of get away with that. Z ability. 38% attack, God Key, sagas in the movies are Sun Family, strike attack and defense, then 18% to God Key, blast defense. He does have blast armor, -3 to own special move arts for 15 counts. Okay, so he's stacking cost reduction on his blue card. The blast is -3 to own special. Okay, so he's actually stacking cost down on both the strike and the blast. Interesting. The blue card, nullify unfavorable element factors on activation. You'll still deal plenty of damage even if the enemy switches to a purple character Goku would otherwise be at a disadvantage against. Yeah, so let's see. Massive, upon activation, 30%, type neutral for 5 counts, and then all enemies get plus 10% damage received for 3 counts. Yeah, that's strong, just type neutral on activation. And the fact that it lasts for 5 counts means if the enemy dodges this, you can actually follow up with a few arts cards that would have type neutrality on them. Yeah, interesting. And I believe this is just a normal Kamehameha, so it should be a ranged blue, which is, again, ranged blues are not very common these days, so that's good to see. The green card is a wide range special arts, like the most nightmare fuel thing you could have in this game. Restores the vanishing gauge by 60% on hits. It'll also nullify the enemy's special cover changes, letting you continue your combo while also preparing your defense. Alright, so upon activation, 10% health, 40 ki, 15% damage inflicted. Plays following effects self on hit. Randomly draws 1 new card, moving 3 or fewer cards. Restores vanishing gauge by 60%, and then cover null for 5 counts, and of course comboable. Oh god, we'll see how this is. I mean, I still think to this day, I would have to refresh my memory on this, but I'm pretty sure the only AoE green card that does not have a long animation is Ultra Gohan. So we'll see if this is also a long animation, and I would hope it is. They definitely, if they're gonna do AoE green cards, they got to be long animations, man. You got to give some kind of punishment to people who miss these. All right, ultimate. Get buffs that reduce the enemy's damage cut effects and nullify their endurance effects. On hit, you'll even charge the unique gauge. Supreme damage, falling effects to self upon activation. 40% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 counts. Nullifies endurance, and then 100%. That is not common these days. This used to be very common on like older LF characters, but as units started to get more and more sustained damage cut in their kits, they stopped giving this to characters. So this is, you don't see that, you just straight up don't see this anymore, really. It's very rare to see this on any character that releases these days. So this is actually really powerful. I didn't think they would do this again, but okay. Charge his own unique gauge by 25% on hit, and then blast armor. Yeah, looks like a strong ultimate. Main ability, draw a special arts in your ultimate arts. Okay, so he's going to draw a green card and an ultimate off of this. Plus charges the unique gauge by 50% and nullifies own attribute downgrades with normal conditions. Use the main ability and max out the unique gauge in a flash. Randomly destroys 2 of your own cards, draws a... no, wait. Oh, they messed up the wording here. It says draw a special move arts and the ultimate arts. But here it says draw a special arts and your ultimate arts. I am going to assume that this is wrong. I'm going to assume that this is right. It makes absolutely no sense to why you would draw a blue card and an ultimate. It makes much more sense to you drawing a green and an ultimate. So I'm going to assume that this is wrong, actually. I think they made a mistake here. We'll see. I mean, it's directly contradictory here, so we'll see which one is correct tomorrow. Super Divine Crimson Dragon Strike. Huh? Okay. 30% health is good. 50 ki, charges on unique gauge by 50%, nullifies own attribute downgrades in normal conditions for 10 counts. Alright, unique ability time. Recover health and get back into the fight 1 time after being defeated with Goku's endurance effects. Restore the vanishing gauge by 10% every time you use a strike or blast arts, and restore an additional 10% 1 time on hit. Together with the special arts, you'll be able to rapidly fill up the vanishing gauge. Keep in mind that landing a strike or a blast arts will also nullify the enemy's special cover change for 5 counts. You'll also seal the enemy's special arts upon entering the battlefield, and 1 time only, you'll even nullify own abnormal conditions. Go on the attack without fear of your opponent's wide-range special arts, or conditions like paralyze. Okay, so it sounds like he's going to have like a Beast Gohan, fusing Gogeta nullification against AoE green cards. Yellow Jiren, same thing. Applies the following effects stuff on battle stars, 110%. Okay, so we're moving up with LF characters. It used to be 90, now it's up to this point, it's been 100. Now it's 110. So probably from this point forward, we're going to start seeing LF characters with 110% damage baseline. 70% reduced damage received, 100% to ki recovery, and then card draw speed. Yeah, this is a strong set of base abilities here. This is really strong. Okay. Following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield, 80% damage. Okay, so he's just immediately at 190% damage. -3 to own strike and blasters cost for 10 counts. 150% to unique gauge charge rate for 5 counts. And then another 150% to unique gauge charge rate for 5 counts, activates 3 times. Okay, so you probably don't want to start the fight with this guy, because you're going to waste the charge of this. So basically, he's getting 300% unique gauge charge rate for the first 5 counts when you switch in with him. Yeah, you definitely... This is not a character you want to start the fight off with, just because of these mechanics here. Reduce impact and explode damage by 10% for 5 counts. That's actually really strong. This is transforming, or I guess fusing Super Vegito has this effect. Really good. Impact damage is like by far the most common damage type in the game. Nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 10 counts. Okay, so he's typed neutral defensively. Nullifies own abnormal conditions for 10 counts. Seals enemies' special arts for 3 counts. So you can actually seal, like, Ultra Gohan's AoE green card, technically. Applies the following effects off every time this character uses a strike or a blast arts. Restores ki by 5, and then restores vanishing gauge by 10%. This guy probably won't have very many ki issues. 100% ki recovery, cost reduction here, getting ki back per card used. He's stacking cost reduction for the blue card on his strike and blast. So a lot of cost reduction, a lot of ki recovery, a lot of ki back mechanics, which is good. Vanish by 10% could be interesting too. It's like the Gammas. I'm pretty sure the Gammas have this. Let me just check. Pretty sure the Gammas have the same exact thing, which I actually did a showcase on this guy yesterday. And the Vanish Restore on arts cards definitely helped. Whereas, yeah, right here. Following effects upon landing a strike or a blast hit. Vanishing gauge by 10%. Yeah, that's strong. Applies the following effects self upon landing a strike or a blast arts hit, activates once, restores vanishing gauge by 10%. Okay, so for the first time he does an arts card, he's going to get 20%, and then 10% after every consecutive one or subsequent one he does after that for the switch in that he's on right now. 30% to strike and blast arts damage inflicted for 10 counts, and then cover and all for 5 counts. But you got to land the card upon landing strike or blast. That is, oops. That is Supreme Kai. That's his effect. Supreme Kai. Where is he? That's what this guy does. I imagine most people have either used this character or fought against this character at this point. Where is it? Yeah. Upon landing a striker blast or special arts, covering all for 5 counts. Not a bad mechanic. I mean, there could be instances where you get cover changed against on the first card you're going to use with this character, but it's not bad. Activation count resets if the character switches, of course. Shortens own sub count by 5 when enemy activates an ultimate arts, awakened arts, or rising rush while this character is on standby, and then he has endurance. So this is strong in combination with this, but obviously it's not going to matter if you're fighting like Vegito or somebody who nullifies endurance when they rising rush, but this is generally a very strong mechanic, these two in tandem with each other. Alright, unique ability number 2 has a special cover change against strike arts. Goku has a unique gauge that charges over time. If you land a strike or blast arts when it's full, you'll get a boost to draw speed and damage, nullify unfavorable element factors, and nullify ki reduction effects. Since you can ignore ki reduction and element disadvantage, go ahead and try to knock out the enemy in one go. Plus, Goku will nullify your opponent's wide range special arts one time while slide moving in certain other states. Give you a chance to counterattack. Okay. So the one thing I noticed when looking at like the teaser video they put out during the reveal is he has a cover change against strikes, but this is actually not comboable. He does not combo off of this, which is interesting. I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say concerned, but I really don't understand why we're 2024 June not letting characters combo off of cover changes. It's fine. I mean, not the biggest deal ever, but it's a little weird. Randomly destroys 2 enemy cards when changing cover. That's okay. That's strong. Future Gohan. Applies the following effects to enemy every time when faced with an enemy. Reduce ki by 15. -10 to strike arts, strike, blast, special move, arts power for 3 counts. Okay, so he's switching in, killing 2 cards, lowering ki by 15 and lowering power. Yeah, it's pretty good. Take that. Decent disrupt. Charge zone unique gauge while this character is in the battlefield. The following effects occur when the unique gauge is full. Restores own health by 20%. Cancels attribute downgrades. Nullifies own attribute downgrades in normal conditions. Shortens ally sub count by 1. It doesn't sound like a very ferocious set of abilities. I mean, healing is fine. This isn't like, you know, breaking the game here. It says charges own unique gauge while this character's in the battlefield. I just want to quickly check LF Cell. It sounds like it would be similar wording to LF Cell as unique gauge. Let's see. Yeah. Charges own unique gauge while this character's in the battlefield. So it should charge at a similar rate, if not the exact same rate, as purple LF Cell's unique gauge, which is pretty fast. But as we saw, he can increase the charge rate by 300% for the like however many counts he enters the battlefield for. And then you could also fill it up with the main ability, and you could fill it up with the green card. So there's a lot of ways you can manipulate the charge rate of this unique gauge. Resets on unique gauge to 0 and applies the following effects to self upon landing a strike or a blast arts hit while the unique gauge is full. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores key by 30. 70% damage inflicted. Yeah, that's really good considering he already has a crazy amount of damage. Increased card draw speed by 1 count. So this is his level 2 card draw speed condition. He's type neutral offensively for 5 counts. And nullifies enemies' reduced key effects for 10 counts. That is powerful too. Okay. Nullifies enemies' wide range special arts. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So this is the same. This is the same effect that transformed Yellow Jiren has, Beast Gohan, Red transformed Beast Gohan, and Fused Gogeta Blue have this. So you guys should know how this means, what this means at this point. But let me just kind of count this guy's damage. 110 here. He's got 80, so that's 190 already. Then when he lands a strike or a blast, well, this is actually separate because this is this is different. This is not just damage inflicted. This is specifically strike and blast arts damage inflicted, which is different. So we're still going to go at 190 here. And then when he fills up the gauge, he's getting 70. So he's going to be at 260 with this up. That's a lot. With double card draw speed, type neutrality, AoE green card. Yeah, this guy looks really good. And then don't forget he has this on the ultimate, which is like it's exceedingly rare right now. So overall, this guy seems pretty damn powerful. He seems, again, they actually did mention he's supposed to be easy to use, and he definitely does look easy to use. The one thing I want to just confirm tomorrow is the main ability. Where is it? Is it drawing a special arts, or is it drawing a special move arts? Because this is special move is blue card, special arts is green card. To me, it makes more sense for him to draw a green card with the ultimate instead of drawing a blue card and an ultimate, but we'll see. Overall, he seems really strong. Let me know what you guys think of LF God Goku coming tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.